This is PWPH Studios, the home of pro wrestling podcasts in the Philippines. And you are listening to The Main Event Mark.
The views, opinions, and takes expressed in this program are solely those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or positions of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, or any of their affiliates. All materials, references, and discussions in this episode are intended for general information and commentary purposes only. Please be advised that this episode may contain strong language and content that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Welcome to the main event, Mark.
Ayun. Check. We're good. We're good. Is everything good? Thank you very much for joining me right here on the Main Event Mark podcast. This is the WWE Backlash post show review. And I'll be honest here, I'm a little bit underwhelmed with the overall scheme of the show. I actually wanted to cancel the whole stream here tonight for some reasons. And pero yun, it is what it is. I still wanted to continue because I have a commitment at parang in a way na din gusto ko bumawi sa iba sa inyo. If you're really listening on the podcast, ma-realize nyo kung gaano ka-messed yung very scheme of things for the past few days here on the podcast. So, hindi ko rin alam bakit ko tinuloy itong stream na to. But it is what it is. By the way, my name is Angelo Panera. Thank you very much for joining me on this post-show review. Medyo mainit na nga here. But it is what it is. We really have to continue. I'm just gonna promise this will be quicker. And konti lang naman yung thoughts ko about the whole show. But it is what it is. Ayun. So if you wanted to join the discussions here on the show, you can always join through our comment sections on Facebook and on YouTube channels. So hindi pa ako sanay sa layout na lumalabas sa phone ko. So habang minomonitor ko siya, ayun, parang nag-observe na rin ako na mga pwede pang mangyari all throughout the whole show. So, let's just do some plugs here. Yes, like what I mentioned on the previous episode of the podcast, meron na rin akong na-record na episodes for putang na. Patang sobrang posing naman. Ayun, I actually recorded a bunch of episodes for the show. Di ko lang talaga ma-release kasi sobrang tamad ko lately. I'm going to have the WrestleMania review and ano pa ba? Dynasty review pala. Hindi ko malimutan. Sobrang tamad ko lang talaga i-release kasi sobrang busy and ayun, madami nangyari dito very recently. So, let's start the show. At ayun, please follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms at The Main Event Mark sa YouTube and The Main Event Mark on all of the rest of the platforms. So I'm going to start the tirade tonight, or today I would say, with the major news that we got today, which is John Cena. John Cena actually revealed something to us that it's very memorable for some. Let me just discuss this to you guys. So we're going to have a John Cena tournament or John Cena Classic, if he calls it. So this John Cena Classic will be a tournament where main roster talent is set to face SmackDown, NXT, and probably AAA or labas din ng WWE. All right. So that's basically the concept. I am with that, but I am going to discuss a few things that I am not with. Okay. So a new championship is also included with the whole concept of this whole tournament. And ewan ko, I am not with this second part. The fans are also authorized to make some votings on the outcome of this whole tournament. I'm not sure if this will be a free tournament or free voting system. But typically, TKO, alam naman natin si TKO na hindi nila gagawin tong libre. Kaya nga may ginawang club WWE. It's basically for that same purpose. So, if magkakaroon lang din ng free voting, so parang pwede siyang i-manipulate in a way on how we're going to run the scheme of things when it comes to the club WWE thing. But I totally understand the idea of the tournament. And also, every participant, including the losers, can be voted as the champion by the fans. So that's basically what I just mentioned. Na pwede maging factor itong champion through the WWE. It was never announced kung kailan magte-take place yung tournament, but it would be a tournament after SummerSlam based on what we are currently reading on Rumor Mill, and we're just gonna take that with a grain of salt. And related to that, AAA also announced that on September 11th and 13th, yun na yung dates for upcoming Triple Mania. So, I'm good with that as long as magkakaroon din ng SmackDown in Mexico in a longer or later date. But for now, let me just stay the fact here, all right? I am with the idea of main roster talent versus NXT. Para lang malinaw, no? I am with that idea and I absolutely love that idea to be executed on the main roster scheme of shows. Okay? I am with that. I am not with the idea of the voting thing that we're going to have with this tournament. I am not with that, definitely. Hindi ko pa alam kung paano yung magiging voting system, but I doubt this would be a free voting system. And yes, I am not also with the idea of creating yet another new championship for the sake of this belt or this tournament. We have a lot of belts in WWE. Hindi pa ba sapat yung mga sandamakmak na championships that we have right now in WWE? So I'm a little bit disappointed also on that part as well. So that's basically the news that we got from John Cena. And I hope we're seeing definitely the future when it comes on this very tournament. And I'm looking forward to see Obafemi winning. Kung meron man men's and women's, sure. Should be Blake Monroe and Obafemi. Yun lang muna yung sasabihin ko. Pero yun nga, I am with the idea of main roster talent and NXT talent fighting for that tournament. Pero I am in doubt with the idea of making this tournament like a consolation tournament for a championship or tournament for some people na never naging world champion. So that's basically the concept of this tournament. And I didn't like that. All right. So let's move on with the matches here. So para mag-progress lang tong ating show tonight. So let's start with Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. I think this match was really good. The total scheme of this match, I really love this overall match that we got here today. All right. The only problem that I actually found out here, medyo hindi ko gusto yung naging finish with this match. I totally understand the interference factor of this match, but I am not with the idea of continuing this feud. This feud is running like for almost 8 months. And I am a little bit sick and tired to see these two feuding like forever and ever. I hope this will be the end. And I hope this would be the basically transferring of the new era between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. And I'm looking forward to see a absolute Bronson Reed anytime soon to feud at least against Seth Rollins. But I'm not with the idea of feuding more with Braun Breaker. Ayoko na. Ayoko na. Sawang-sawa na ako dyan. Tama na, guys. I am sick of that. So the match itself, I think that was a really good match, like what I just mentioned. And ang daming, as in kung papanoorin mo casually after ng post-show na to, in my opinion, this might be the best match of the entire show. Aside from Io Sky and Asuka, we will talk about in just a few moments. But I think this match carried the whole card in paper. Kasi ang ganda ng laban eh. Right? And then the interference, the match was really strong. Ewan ko kung pangit ba yung crowd or sadyang ako lang yung bingi. Pero I can say pangit talaga yung crowd today here in Tampa Bay. So it is what it is. Ayan. So let's continue with the deck here. We also have Trick Williams. Wala akong photo. Putang na. Teka, hanapin ko nga. We also have Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. So let me just load up the graphic here. Just give me one more moment. All right. So yeah, this match between Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, I think this match was dull. The dullness is not really with how it went out. The dullness is something to do with how it was presented. Even though I like the presentation of that segment yesterday on SmackDown, parang andal niya tignan. Sobrang dull. Kung pagmamasdan nyo na mabuti yung naging sequence with the whole show, medyo malilinawan tayo on what we are getting with these two. And andun pa rin tayo sa hulaan kung sino ba talaga yung face, sino ba talaga yung heel. Andun pa rin tayo. Medyo magulo. And I wish that we are on the point that we are no longer gonna force Sami Zayn as a face on this story because sobrang klaro na ito dapat yung aasahan natin going forward when it comes to this feud. And I hope after this feud, we can now move on from this feud altogether. And kung hindi man, that's something that WWE needs to work on. Alright? So, parang conflict of interest din naman if you're just gonna ask, parang wala rin namang motibo na we really need to look forward to on this very specific match. Pero overall, Lil Yachty, I'm fine with the guy. Pero I'm just finding this match very dull. Siguro naghahanap lang ako ng mas maganda kumpara with the first match that we got between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Ayun. So that's my take on that specific match between Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. So I'm just lacking something when it comes to this match. So let's move on with this next match. Just bear with me. Ayun. So Danhausen and Mini Danhausen versus The Miz and Kit Wilson. This match, in my opinion, was very good. Not in a way that very good wrestling, of course. That's very given. Very good siya in a way that they were able to execute the storytelling of this match. Danhausen is still Danhausen. It is what it is. But Miz and Kit Wilson are both comedic characters. So in my opinion, it will work very well with Danhausen. So they were able to mix it up with these two guys in this specific match. And kung ako tatanungin, the match itself is not terrible. Alam ko, ayoko maging bias pero the match was really good. I'm not expecting a 5-star match like Will Ospreay 5-star match. I'm not expecting that, definitely. I am just expecting a really good match between these 4 persons. According sa PW Insider, the third guy or the fourth guy was El Torito. One of my favorites during 2010s sa WWE. And he's amazing for his size as well. The shenanigans was very good, very on point. And I just find this match very outstanding in a comedic way, of course. I'm not gonna give this 5 stars, but on the purpose that we got on this specific match, I think we deserve 5 stars on this specific match between Seth Rollins, sorry, Danhausen and Mini Danhausen versus The Miz and Kit Wilson. So next match that we have here is obviously one of the best of matches of the night here, definitely. Io Sky and Asuka. I'm going to say this right now. If ito na talaga yung last match ni Asuka, if ito na talaga yon, di na magbabago, thank you, Asuka. Right away. Thank you for giving us a lot of bangers. Thank you also for giving us very solid match to write off this feud. All right. Thank you, Asuka, for giving us also Kairi Sane, Julia, Io Sky eventually, and for giving us a platform for Joshi Wrestling and WWE. Without you, hindi natin mapapanood tong classic match na to between Asuka and Io Sky. And the match itself was very good. Very good. I really love the match. The We Want Kyrie matches or cheers is definitely dominating this whole match because sobrang emotional nga naman nung match na to all throughout. And overall scheme of things on this match was very good. And yung post ni Asuka sa social media is also teasing something about the whole thing between these two. Sobrang personal nito, especially with Kyrie being released on her contract. Sobrang sakit. If I will be Asuka as well, sasaktan ako na malala dun. But overall, the match was very good and I really liked this match. I don't want to see them team up like something because walang sense. Pero sobrang consistent kasi ng women's division ng WWE. If we're going to team these two up, walang issue sa akin. But we're just needing more legitimate tag teams in WWE. And I believe wala na kailangan patunayan si Asuka doon. Alright? So, yun. Overall, this match was really good. And I am just really hoping na kung ito na talaga yung last match ni Asuka. Thank you very much, Asuka. And we will forward to see more of your matches in any companies. Alright? So, this match was really good. Alright, final match, main event. We have Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. So, like what I just mentioned on the post show or dito sa post show na to, I like the idea of this whole tournament. Mabalikan ko lang ha, para lang klaro. The tournament John Cena Classic. I love that idea. The first part of the idea, I really love that. Especially with having future versus present versus past. I love that. But if we're just going to throw this like a consolation prize for the undisputed title, that's something that I'm not going to like. So, ang labo din na yung loser of the match will be still the winner. Yun yung ayaw ko. Yun yung ayaw ko when it comes to this part of the tournament. Pero I hope we will be able to get clarifications and more details kung saan gaganapin itong tournament all throughout. And anyways, let's move on. John Cena, it's not done definitely. And we will look forward to see more of him. So main event, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. The feud is definitely not over. So sobrang strong ng booking nila kay Jacob Fatu. It really shows on this very match and on how they were able to set up the whole concept of this match is really magnificent to me. Medyo bitin lang ako. Siguro naiklian lang ako sa match na to. Medyo rushed siya kung papanoorin mo na mabuti. Pero overall, with the progression of the story here, mas naniniwala ako na maganda magiging continuity with this specific match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. So it was also noted by PW Insider that Roman is also set to compete at Clash in nalimutan ko yung name. Clash in Italy. So we might get another match between these two. But this time, there will be a stipulation that will be in place. I am looking forward for that stipulation, maybe. Pero I am not really expecting for an I Quit match, same as what we got previously between Roman and Jey Uso. Pero let's see what's going to happen. The match was very good. Pero yung finish, I think that was very, very coward win for Roman Reigns. So, yeah. Sobrang solid overall. Yeah, I think that was it for the review of WWE Backlash. Overall, that was a really good show. Some matches, I find it dull, no? May mga dull moments tong show, like Danhausen segment. I think that was a really good match for a comedic side of things. But I'm not saying that it was a really good match. Na match talaga. Like, if we're going to compare it with AEW or even with AAA or TNA, I think that match was under-delivered. Pero, scheme of things, we really need to move forward with the upcoming events that we're also going to get here very, very soon. So, may MVP. If may MVP ako, it's definitely Asuka. Asuka really gave us a lot on her run in WWE since 2016, I believe, or 2015, I think. Yun, sobrang grabe. Asuka is definitely one of the best of her era when it comes to WWE Women's Division. And isa rin siya sa naging stepping stone to make sure na magkakaroon tayo ng solid na Joshi division in WWE. Kung meron man na unofficial Joshi Women's Division, Asuka definitely led the charge for that. So, very, very good wrestler then in my opinion. And, yun, overall score din sa show na to. Sa tingin ko from top to bottom, I believe that from top to bottom, sobrang entertaining ng match na to. Even with the Danhausen match. Alright? So, sobrang newsworthy nung kay John Cena. But other than that, puro progression lang at ending ang nakuha natin for WWE Backlash Tampa. The next time we will go on PLE in WWE is set for Clash in Italy, which take place on June 1. Tama ba ang kalendaryo natin? Which is on June 1 at 2 a.m. Manila time. And so far, we have Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship that's supposed to be made official na as we are recording this podcast. So, again, ulitin ko lang, sinabi ko na to kanina, pero thank you, Asuka, for the contributions that you got in the business. Nothing to prove. Wala na siya kailangan patunayan kahit in AEW. wala na talaga. So, sobrang solid nung buong show na to. If merong best show of the year so far in WWE, this might be it. Alright? Saktong 3 hours, sobrang solid, sobrang grabe yung naging presentation. Di na mawala yung mga commercials kasi it is what it is. Pero, ayun, overall, this show was really good. Ayun. So, I think that will be it. We also have La Catarina so far competing for AAA. As we speak, you can also watch that on WWE YouTube channel. So, ayun. It is what it is. WWE Backlash. I'll give it A. Sobrang solid nun. Overall, that was a A show. Overall. So, exit ko lang yung page para makabalik ka tayo sa ating first part. So, I think that would be it for now here on the post show. I'll be back here on YouTube and on Facebook on Double or Nothing. Probably gabi na lang yan para mas sure ako na makakapag-stream ako. And yeah, I think that will be it for now. Follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and on Twitch at the Main Event Mark PW. And also support PWPH and also PWPH Studios on social media at PWPH Select and on PWPH Studios. You can also support our friends over on FPW for their upcoming shows and definitely Dexcon din. So let me just properly plug these shows kasi ayokong mapahiya rin sa kanila. So here on FPW, we're going to have the upcoming show. Panoorin nyo din, by the way, yung Jeff Cobb versus Mike Madrigal. That was a really good match. Again, ulitin lang natin. May 17 is Matira Matibay. We're going to have a 20-man battle royale with the winner will get a title shot for the FPW Championship. And then on Dexcon, so that's May 17, by the way. And then Dexcon, we're going to have a 2-night event. For Dexcon, May 23 is the meet and greet. Also, yung Gaijin doon sa Sari-Sari sa Makati. And also, Dexcon, Dakila 2 will take place at Bigger Pictures in Sheridan, Mandaluyong City. Sheridan, I'm not sure I'm gonna mention it. Pero, Bigger Pictures in Mandaluyong City, Metro, Manila. So, yun. So far, we have advertised matches for Dakila 2. So let me just scroll down again the cards. So Ravenna versus Zack Sabre Jr. Definitely deserve to the bid. And Jake De Leon versus Chris Brooks for the Dexcon World Championship. So yeah, I think that will be it for now. Thank you very much for joining me on this special episode, special post show of the Main Event Mark podcast. I will see you guys on the next episodes of the podcast. And definitely, especially this month is the month that we're going to celebrate the 7th anniversary of the Main Event Mark podcast, or 6th anniversary. I'm not sure. I'm losing count already. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me here on the Main Event Mark podcast. Stay safe and stay raso. See ya on the next episode of the podcast. Again, my name is Angelo Penera, and thank you for joining the Main Event Mark.
And that's a wrap. You've been listening to the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. Catch every episode anytime on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Stay connected and join the conversation on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. Just search at Main Event Mark PW. Want to show your support? Visit patreon.com/Main Event Mark PW and be part of the movement. Don't forget to check out our mothership, Pro Wrestling Philippines, across Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Reddit, and on Patreon at PWPH Select. This is PWPH Studios, a proud member of the Pro Wrestling Philippines Collective. Follow the network on social media at PWPH Studios. On behalf of Angelo Panera, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios. The views and opinions expressed during this episode are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, and its affiliates. This content is intended for informational and commentary purposes only. If you found this podcast helpful, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for more episodes, and as always, we appreciate your support. The Main Event Mark is brought to you by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. All rights reserved.